All right, we are live.
All right.
Woo! So, wow, I'm drinking beer tonight, man.
All right. Well, I'm sipping on a little Nashville Barrel Company.
I'm shaking it up though. I'm drinking Miller Lite out of a Budweiser koozie.
Oh, just treating everybody bad.
That's right. Well, I'm driving in the morning, heading back. I'm going to Nashville
Hmm.
tomorrow, and I'm going to hit a liquor store there and complete my bourbon purchases before I head home on Saturday morning. Yeah, I booked a little suite, little room. It wasn't expensive. I mean, it was just over $100 tax and all. But I like getting the rooms that have the refrigerator in them
There you go.
because I can swing by the gas station or something, grab some beer and put it in there, and then I can
Yes,
sit
sir.
around and try to drink it so I don't leave any behind.
There you go. What are you planning on trying to find in Nashville?
mm, it almost went down the wrong hole. I had to take a pause. No, a buddy of mine told me about a liquor store downtown Nashville. It's right off of 40 down there.
Okay.
And he said he found, not that I care about Blanton's, but he said they usually have Blanton's, E.H. Taylor, Stag,
Mm.
and he named off a couple of more. He said they had like two or three Kentucky Owls in there, not just
Hmm.
the confiscation one and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on just see what I can find in there. I'm not getting my hopes up too much,
There you go.
um, but yeah, I got a few more hundred I can spend on some stuff, and so yeah, hopefully I'll have over 20 bottles when I get back.
Oh, there you go.
I bought a new. Now I know everyone's going to say, "Oh, you're going to have to redo your intro," but well, I'm expanding the studio again. So what you don't see in the studio is like that wallboard up there in the back that's blue,
Hmm.
that with the Bourbon Bounty logo on it. There is like several feet of space to the left that's blank over there.
Okay.
And I left it blank on purpose because I was planning on expanding, but I didn't have the new cabinet yet for the floor.
Hmm.
So I just put the camera where it just cut it off over there on that side. So when I get back, I'm going to move the camera around where you can see the whole thing.
Okay, it makes
And
sense.
and then I'll have the new cabinet down there. And I'm thinking about getting like a cork board or something to put up there on it. And then all of these little stickers I'm getting from like distilleries and bourbons and all that, I'm just going to start sticking them all on there.
Cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't want to put too much weight on that. I mean, I anchored it good, but I just
Yeah.
it's covering a window, giant window, double window. So I don't want to put too much stress on that. So more decoration.
Hmm.
All
Well, if
right,
you
let me
see
get
one of
this.
these, if you see one of these Nashville Barrel Companies, they're not bad. This one's Houdini, and
Houdini.
yeah. But I think it's a pick, but it's quite good.
Well, let me give a shout out here. We have Big Tank Hank in the house, Sugar Kitty, William Hall. I saw Lori commented down there. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry, but I think I got everybody so far. There's only seven on the eyeball. I know it's early, and a lot of people in different time zones getting off work and stuff like that. But we usually pick up here after a little bit. But tonight's top 10 list, the hashtags, the giveaways, the get the entries to the wheel is top 10 creepy superstitions. This is from, lo and behold, thehartford.com.
Huh.
Now I have abbreviated these down, and I did print out because they gave not only the superstition but the origin behind it.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and post the first one out there. Hashtag. Now what this one? I just put empty rocker. Never rock an empty chair. Have you
Hmm.
heard this one?
No.
It's supposed to be, now this is number 10. We're working our way down to number one, but it says this is a Southern superstition that
Hmm.
if you rock an empty chair, you are welcoming a spirit to sit
Huh.
there. And the other one was like if you get up from the chair and walk away and leave it rocking, that
Yeah.
I don't really know exactly where it came from,
Hmm.
but anyway, I guess somebody see a rocking chair rocking and think, oh, there's a spirit in it, and it could just
Okay.
be a draft. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
So
I haven't heard of that one.
I hadn't either. Hopefully they get better after that one.
I remember something about a rocking chair and a room full of cats or something, but
Yeah. Well, and some of these, like we covered in another one before, um, about the cat and all that, but we kind of know where that came from. But there's an interesting one. Number one is really interesting. Um,
uh,
and so we'll wait. We'll get to it later. But yeah, I was reading about it. I was like, wow, that makes sense. But yeah, I didn't really know what it was about. And, I mean, I always knew about it, but there's a couple on here you won't know. I did know one of them. It's it's not the hashtag. I put something different, but it's Oya Yubi, which is a Japanese superstition, and we'll cover that one. I
hmm.
heard about it when I lived in Japan, so yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
neat. So, so you're sipping on the Houdini.
Well, I was. It was a
You were
small pour, so
all right.
I went on to one of the samples I got from you now. This is Breckenridge.
Okay, and I gave you those 1 ounce pours.
Mm-hmm.
There, he got 30 1 ounce bourbons.
Let's see, this one is.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
if it's
the
good. It's not gonna. It
Breckenridge.
might
Yeah.
might
Now,
auto
and the other
focus.
thing is, I put very minimalistic labeling on those, but I did number them, and I gave him a cheat sheet, and I did send him a pic of every bottle. So I just took a picture of the front of the bottle and sent it to him. So I didn't have to put all the little details and try to stick it on a 1 ounce
Hmm.
bottle.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, that is a Colorado bourbon, and I do
Yeah.
believe it is a blend of their bourbons.
Okay. It's pretty light. I mean, the color's pretty light on it too, but I would expect that for being Colorado. Because you're not going to get a lot of heat in Colorado that much.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they're gonna, and of course, it's all about the. Everybody likes to gloat on their water, in
mm,
uh,
snow melt or
Kentucky.
whatever.
They talk about limestone water, and all
Yeah.
that. Well, they get the snow melt, the Rocky Mountain spring water, and all that. So
Hmm.
yeah, you get that glass just right, and your camera tries to focus, and your clouds behind you come into focus, and then go back away. Go back
Oh,
again.
really?
Yeah, there they go. Yeah, they look ominous.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have a 7 a.m. meeting in the morning.
That's different.
Yeah, it's got a. Well, you're going to get a lot of the little vanilla apple out of it, but behind
There you
that,
go.
um, if I remember correctly, there is a. It's hard to remember what that was. I think it was like a hint of. I think I called it dryer lint.
Oh, okay. Maybe almost a banana,
Yeah, there was a, but I think it's a little light uh, in the proof.
or like maybe like banana bread or something.
Yeah, yeah, it did have a little bready note to it as well.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's not bad at all.
I think the one you're gonna find the most different is one in there called Tidewalker,
Hmm.
and that's from the coast of Maine.
Okay.
And in Maine, they like their licorice,
Oh,
so
like black
careful with them.
licorice.
Yeah, it's an undertone of it. Damn, Nat, get out of here! I'm trying to do a show.
I'll
Um,
have to look. Let's see. Four.
yeah, which
That'd
number
be
that one is?
this one. That'd be this one here. Well, it's light looking too.
Yep.
Oh, that is weird. Hmm. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they have a soda called Moxie in
Oh, yeah, I've
Maine.
heard of that.
Oh yeah, that's licorice.
Yep.
It's got that orange can with that little dude on it going like this, and it says everybody needs more Moxie.
Yeah. That's the name of one of my little dogs,
Yep.
Moxie, because she got Moxie.
She got Moxie. All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna grab another beer. See, the beer I drank fast, so I got.
Hmm.
But they're right here, right there. See, what? In my studio, I just walk across the room and go to the
Yeah.
refrigerator.
There you go.
Uh,
Well, they got the first coat of paint on the inside of my house today, so it's getting
awesome.
closer. Getting
So,
closer.
what's your what do you say you're going from like a 4 bedroom to a 3 or something like that?
Let's see. This is a 3 bed. Well, it's a 3 bed, 3 bath. The new house is actually going to be a 4 bed, 2.5 bath.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's got an upstairs.
Yeah, we all yeah. When I stayed with you, that was nice. Dad had his own bathroom. I had my own bathroom, and y'all had y'all's bathroom over there.
There you go. Yeah, it's a cool house. It really is. But and the best thing about this house is the master bed, master bathroom, and the view behind me. It's got a nice little pool. Which when we first moved in, there was a guy that was coming here, cleaning it because the owner, he was not the guy to clean the pool or keep up with it. He had no clue about that kind of stuff. So he had a company doing that. And he was saying that this pool down here in Austin, because he cleans a lot of pools and keeps up with them, he said for some reason this pool stayed cooler than most all the pools in Austin. And I'm like, well, that's
Hmm.
pretty cool. I mean, I can see part of it because the house is going to shade, because the sun comes up over here and then sets over that way.
Right.
So the little gazebo sort of thing here behind me blocks some of that afternoon sun, and then the palm tree and that stuff kind of blocks a little bit of it too. But most of the time during the middle of the day, you get full sun on the pool. So,
Mhm.
but it still stays fairly cool.
Yeah,
And then
we
I
had
could
a
run the waterfall or something like that, and then that helps bring the temperature down as well.
yeah we had a devil of a time keeping our pool cool. We would freeze gallon milk jugs and throw them in there, and
The best thing that I figured out for that is where on the side wall of the pool where you hook in the cleaner, that
uh,
was like the little Polaris thing that runs around cleans. Take that off, hook up, use the same kind of nozzle to hook in, and then have this one fountain that's about this big a square. It floats in
yeah,
the middle of the pool, and then it hooks into that. So you just turn on the pool cleaner, and it makes this big fountain right in the middle of the pool. And
yeah.
if you just run that thing, if you run it all day long, it will cool the whole temperature of the pool down by like 1 degree a day.
Mm,
At least down here, because once it gets into the hundreds down here, the pool wants to get into the 90s, and then it's not a pool, it's a hot tub.
yep. Well, we don't have one anymore where we live now. We don't. We had a fence put in, and they said it was going to take about 2 days to put that fence in. And they came this morning, and hell, I swear they were finished by 2 in the afternoon.
Dang, that's the way to do it. If you know what
Yeah.
you're doing, it don't take you long to knock it out.
Well, I was just glad to see more than one or two guys showed up. And when
There
they
you
get a
go.
crew show up, they boom, 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 and they're done.
Exactly. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, and they knock it out.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't get to
Hell,
watch them. I mean, when they say 2.5 bath, oh, a half bath, 2 full bath, and one water closet,
yeah, just a toilet,
powder
sink.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, powder room. Sorry about that, Fulton. It seems like everybody's dealing with allergies this year.
Oh
Pretty
shoot,
bad.
yeah. And man, I had a sneezing fit backstage right before we had to
Hmm.
start. Oh, yeah, it just hit me all of a sudden. I probably got one of those damn gnats in my nose. But all right, we are at 5:59. Let me present this screen, and we are going to
Hmm. There's something in
spin
there
this
I can't
first one.
identify.
Good luck, everybody. See, you get here early, you got more chances.
For sure.
Sugar Kitty.
Nice.
All right. I think there was a couple of people that really tore it up this past time, and I was writing down 55s and 40s that people had won. Let me get this next one set up.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been giving them away. We got a few more weeks here before the June drawing here.
Hmm.
Now, again, I am really abbreviating these things down, so I will explain after I post it. Here we go. This one is hashtag don't breathe. This is also a Southern superstition where don't breathe as you pass by a cemetery.
Huh.
So if you're walking past it, you're going to die before you get to this.
You may pass out if half a block or something. Some of them cemeteries pretty good size.
But I guess if you're driving by, you take I guess you hold your breath until you get past the cemetery. It's one of them breathing in spirits type thing.
I got you. Well, I remember going to my grandmother's house down in Paducah, Kentucky, and to get to her house, you come off the main highway, I-24. You hang a left off of that, and then you go to this one stoplight. Then to the right of the stoplight, there's this huge cemetery. So that wouldn't work out really good. You go pull up that stoplight, holding your breath, and then the stoplight turns red. You're like,
yeah. No, I was thinking about there's one it's a Forsyth County, but it's in Winston-Salem there, and I take that road to go to the ABC store up on. Forgot the name of the road. Anyway, it's Renolda and this other road that ties into it. But there's no lights down that road, and so I like to take it because it's 50-mile-an-hour speed zone, and only one light, and you get that one light, and once you get past that, you're smooth sailing all the way down. And if you take Renolda, there's like 8 stoplights up and down, same distance. Yep. And there's one. I swear that cemetery is almost a mile long.
Wow.
Down through there, it starts, and there's a huge building, and then that's a funeral home there that they built. But you can see gravestones over behind it, and then it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And it's one of those things where I'm not superstitious at all, but I don't know if I'd want to live in that first house right there. Button up.
Yeah. Next door neighbor. Well, my new place, oddly enough, there's a cemetery on the other side of the fence.
Oh, okay.
And one corner of the yard.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind an old cemetery. Yeah. Like the really old gravestones. But I think I just don't want the view, with all of
that. Well, I'm working on that because it's like seriously where my fence is and my property line, the other side of the fence there's gravestones. So on my side of the fence, I'm going to plant this. This is one plant down here that grows. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it kind of resembles bamboo, except it's got wider leaves on it, and it gets like 12, 15 foot tall. So I'm going to put some of that up because it grows really fast, and even if it freezes or whatever and dies, it comes right back. So.
Kathy Bates showed up. Kathy, we are going over the top 10 creepy superstitions, and this one is holding your breath as you pass by a graveyard. So it's a Southern superstition. I don't know. And you're supposed to hold your breath so you don't breathe in a spirit. Leave it up to the folks in the South.
Oh, yeah. we can come up with some pretty weird stuff, that's for sure.
They don't really say where it comes from, that or the rocking chair. They didn't really say. Some of these coming up, though, they give the backstory behind like why and when where it got its roots.
Yeah. You were talking older gravestones. This one property I've been taking care of and cleaning up, there's four or five headstones in this one little plot on the property, and they're from the Confederacy. They were
Mhm.
Confederate soldiers and stuff back then.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about because I've visited some of those sites really old and died in 17 something. Some of them,
Oh yeah. Well, out where you're living, that was early on in the America.
right? Now I wouldn't know what to do over there. And now that's one thing I never did. I was more interested. I was young when I was over in Europe traveling around.
Mm.
I was mostly hitting pubs and clubs and bars and stuff. But now looking back, I wish I'd visited some of the really old freaking
Oh
places.
yeah. Hey there, Angie. How you doing? She's
Angie,
got a thing coming up. I think tonight she's going to be auctioning off some of her paintings.
I saw she was live just a little bit ago.
Oh, but was that what it was? And I missed it.
I don't
Dang.
know. Maybe she's doing a double live.
Oh well, shoot.
I saw the little thing up when I was trying to pop my chat out, and go over in there.
Okay.
I didn't have time to visit though. I was getting ready.
Yep.
Now I was booking a hotel. I'm staying on the other side of Nashville tomorrow. Like I said, I got me one of them little suites with a refrigerator in it, so I can put beer in it.
There you go.
Otherwise, you have to take like the recycle bucket or use the sink in the bathroom and go get a bucket of ice and pour in there.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Easier with a refrigerator.
Oh, okay. She was previewing the paintings.
Mm.
Okay. Cool. I didn't miss it. I'll
All
be
right.
there.
Oh man. So 6:06. I was just trying to keep a vigil on that time so I don't get behind. So my phone doesn't have to let me. Oh, Fulton, you gonna give us an update every time you sneeze? All right.
You're gonna be all night long. Oh, here comes another one. It's avoid making the
breathing in
ghost
any
jealous.
spirits, yeah. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting way to look at it, Kathy.
Yeah.
I can see that.
If you hold your breath too long, you'll join
Yeah, there you go.
them.
Or you might, if you're driving, you may pass out and wreck, and then you might join them then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, list came from the Hartford.com. I thought they were an insurance company.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. So they may be saying, don't hold your breath and wreck.
Yeah, we don't want to pay the insurance.
All righty, man. Hey, I got my computer broke down over there. I've got things in little spots so I don't forget anything. I'm going to be pinging about it till I get everything packed, and then have to keep my suitcase handy for in the tomorrow evening and Saturday morning. And then I am dreading seeing what my yard looks like.
You didn't have nobody mowing it while you were gone?
No, I'm the only one that mows it.
Oh,
it's
man.
too dangerous. It's too dangerous. I've got the John Deere mower, and we have a cliff over there.
Oh.
And I get right up on the edge of it, and I've actually gotten it stuck there before, and I had to get off and and that thing's heavy too.
Oh yeah.
And try to move that mower over where I can get traction and get on up the hill. Because you get over too far and it'll flip on you. I just don't want the kids doing it.
Yep. Makes it scary.
Well, that, and I have to get in the road to turn around to mow and it's a busy road. Oh, Kathy Bates, Bottled and Bond. She is getting she's gotten one glass, I guess. She's getting a glass. I got to check that. When I get back, I'll check all my memberships and make sure everybody's getting a glass that's Bottled and Bond. Every 6 months, you get a glass. You can never have too many.
Nope.
Whoop. Kathy.
I broke one last week, I think, actually. No. Yeah. Yeah, it was last week.
That is 100 entries right there.
Dang. Way to go, Kathy.
Oh,
Miss
I was
Sexy
trying to
Voice.
watch it. Now I got to spin. Share the screen. All right. Good luck, everybody, on the Don't Breathe. Here we go. And we're going to land on Kathy Bates. Look at there. She's going to have
There
so
you
many
go.
entries.
Yep, she's
She's going to
stacking
win
them
that
up
nosing kit.
for sure.
All right. Let that confetti die down. Woo. I'm glad that air conditioner. I'm glad it's coming on. But man, it's loud when it's on. Can you hear it?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it
I could
does.
when we were at backstage. I could hear it when it kicked
Yeah.
on, but now I can't.
I mean, this thing does a good job of trying to isolate on your voice, but
Hmm.
it's not so much y'all hearing it. It's me. I can't hear the laptop hardly.
Oh, okay.
All right, Black Cat. Now, this is a good one. I know where this one come from.
Well, black cat crossing your path.
Yeah. So this stems back to the the witch hunt stuff, and the plagues and all that, and people with
Mm-hmm.
pets didn't have mice or rats in their house, so they didn't get sick,
Mm-hmm.
and they were accused of being witches because they didn't get the plague.
Oh,
When really what it was the cat, and then the black cat. Black is dark, and they,
yeah.
Pope Gregory something said something about that they're the incarnation of Satan or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Some crazy bull.
I remember something about like in Halloween or whatever. Don't let the black cat cross in front of your path or something.
Well, and that was what it was is um somehow that became bad luck. I don't know about the crossing the path thing, type deal. I think it was like they didn't believe it was really a cat, and
Ah.
they thought it was like a witch or
Mm,
I forget what they called them.
like a little demon
Uh,
or something.
yeah, that they were the witch's pet, and they were really like demonic
Ah,
beings,
okay. Yeah, it would be what would they call that? Shoot. Familiar,
something. But
possibly.
but they would, a cat usually when it crosses your path, it looks at you as it's
Mm.
crossing, and it was supposed to be hexing you or something.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I've never really been a superstitious person, so none of that stuff makes any difference to me.
No. Well, and
Yeah.
that's where a lot of that stems, a lot of stuff about cats, about stealing kids' breath at night. And, SIDS was
Yeah.
a big, more prevalent than it is today for probably a lot of
Yeah.
reasons.
Oh
But,
yeah. I'm sure it was a lot more prevalent back in the day, because they didn't know as much as we know nowadays.
mhm.
Like step on a crack, break your mama's back.
Yeah, I don't, and that's not on the list, by the way.
No, it's not.
No. But now I was looking up, I was going to look up, since I was driving tomorrow, heading home, I was going to look up top 10 road trip movies. And I
Mm,
looked at 50 different lists. Well, I'm exaggerating, but I looked at a lot.
yeah.
And some of the movies were the same, and I didn't agree with any of the lists at all. So I went with Superstitions.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, I see what you mean now about my background, the
Yeah,
clouds and
sometimes
stuff.
the clouds will come in
Mm,
focus.
yeah, that's weird.
Mm,
Yeah, I did notice. That's one of the reasons I'm sitting back because if I sit up here like this, everything just washes out.
yeah, yeah.
And,
And then
you can't
if you
see
hold the
anything.
if you hold the snifter up, sometimes
Okay.
like, or yeah, see now the clouds
Oh
are
yeah.
coming in.
Yeah. That's weird. Was it trying to focus on this or something? Maybe.
Maybe I don't know, but it's changing the lighting uh, enough to where the clouds will come in, focus,
Oh,
and then
they're kind of going kind of
there
back.
it is. Yeah,
That's
it's
weird.
confusing it.
Yep.
Mayberry U316 got it in there.
Take
We
that, Apple.
are a few more minutes. I'm going to grab another beer.
Take that, Apple. I'll teach you camera to work. It is cloudy though. We're supposed to be getting a bunch of rain. They're talking, flash floods and stuff like that around here. Not quite tonight. Saturday and Mother's Day, basically, it's going to be quite nasty. Hail, big hail,
Mm.
5 to 6 inches of rain possibly. So it's going to get a little deep around here,
I see
which is,
those hummingbirds back there, Fulton. They're back there.
oh yeah, they're popping in. It's still a little early for them right now, but give them probably about a half an hour or something like that, and they'll be rolling in.
Boy, they were
Yeah.
thick when we were sitting out there. They were
Oh yeah,
up there
right to,
buzzing around fighting over that thing.
right toward the afternoon, they'll get to be, well, heck, I've counted 10 at one time
Mm.
just flying around that feeder.
Yeah, I was going to say something and it just totally left my brain. Oh, well, never mind. I was going to mention to everybody if people are just showing up, I am drinking Miller Lite out of a Budweiser koozie tonight. So
Black cat, you type in just black cat, that's immediately brings to mind firecracker to me.
yeah, the Black Cat firecrackers.
Yeah.
I had several of those go off in my hands before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're supposed to light them and go to throw them. Time you get it about here, it goes boom.
Yeah, man, that causes your fingernails.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it hurts. Yeah.
tingly. Yep, the show.
Yeah, I got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right, Fulton. I don't get stung by wasps or bees unless I can sure help it.
Yeah.
Cause oh man, wasp especially, I'll swell up like a fiend.
Mm.
Worst one I got here recently. Well, it's been probably been about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. But I had a wasp sting me right there. That little spot in between you, underneath your nose, right
Yeah.
there. Stung me right there, and this upper lip swelled up about the size of my thumb. I mean, it was like, hey, how y'all doing? You know. Oh man, it was rough for a couple of days.
Mm. Yeah, I don't. They don't bother me. I got a. I used to go SWAT wasps all the time. We'd get a switch badminton rackets are good for
Hmm.
that.
There you go.
And well, you can, real fast. But we would go clear a barn or something, or old shed or something, and at the fall before deer camp,
Hmm.
and you had to find them. You had to find the nests in there to spray them.
Yeah.
And so to go in there, you could just whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, it was a bunch of wasps in there. So we would kick the door open and start banging them, as they were coming out, and then we'd kill a pile of them and then get in there enough to where we could start spraying the corners and everything.
Jeez. Oof. Y'all was braver than I would. I'd be sneaking in at night and then shining a flashlight with a can of spray. Because if you wait till night, most or all of them are on the nest, so you wind up killing all of them off anyways.
Yeah.
But at least they have that, that spray now that'll squirt out 20, 25 feet.
Mhm.
Back in the day, we didn't have that so much. So, we would get like like a coffee cup with gas in it or something along those lines, and you just,
Yep.
splash them down with that, and of course that kills them immediately. But,
Yeah, diesel to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a wasp nest on my neighbor's house, and that thing was huge. I'm talking a wasp nest like this big,
Oh
and
man.
they didn't get it, and so the wasps were coming over, and I said, "Can I go up there and spray that?" And they're like, "Be our guest." So I went up to the upper level on their home, and we took the screen out, and I was able to lean out and then spray it because it was way up there.
Yeah.
And I hit that thing square. I mean, I didn't, waver at all,
Mhm.
and it just went straight into it, and that whole glob of wasps just fell straight to the ground.
There you go. Yep, they need to go. Now, back home in Kentucky, we had, I don't know if y'all seen them, you probably have, like paper wasp, hornets, they make like this big dome, like a big cone
Mhm.
of paper, and then on the inside, then the nest is on the inside of that. And those things are, oh, they're fierce.
Yeah.
They'll whoop your butt.
So
So only way
Lori,
to get rid of them is in the wintertime. You go out there to wherever that nest is, in the wintertime and throw a big, plastic bag over it and cut the limb off.
oh my
And
goodness,
then,
I have to spin. We'll get to this right after I spin. But I am going to share the screen and we're going to spin the black cat. Good luck, everybody that has the hashtag in there. And we are landing on
really, Lori? Well,
Fulton. Here we go.
all right. That's first one for Fulton tonight.
Yeah. Fulton
Oh,
made out like a bandit last week.
yeah. Oh, Cindy was just a little bit late, I think.
Uh oh.
It's all right. She
Well,
get in on
don't
this
worry.
next one.
We got another one coming right here. Now, this one is kind of weird. There's more than one that goes with this.
Okay.
So this one's no whistling,
Hmm.
and this one, whistling attracts tragedy.
Hmm.
It says if you're one of those people who just can't get the whistling thing down, you may be luckier than you think. In Turkey, there's a superstition that whistling at night summons the devil.
Hmm.
In Estonia and Latvia, the superstition takes a different twist. There, they believe that whistling indoors can bring bad luck, causing the house to burst into flames.
Oh, geez.
And some Russians believe that whistling can cause financial ruin.
Huh.
There's all the whistles.
Well, that's different. I would have never thought any of that. I mean, I'm not. I can whistle, and I have, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that any of that kind of stuff. But
Well, again, I don't buy into any of that. So
yeah,
I whistle all the time in my house, and it is still standing, hadn't burnt. So
yeah,
that's how I call my dogs,
yep.
just like that.
Well, Lori, what flavored Budweiser is coming out?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get back to that.
Are they going to make it like strawberry flavored Budweiser or
I
something
don't
like
know.
that?
Let's see what flavored Budweiser.
Yeah, you can look it up. You got a computer handy.
I'm going to Google it. Well, there's a seltzer. I did see that Budweiser Zero. And of course, they have the Clamato or whatever. They've had that out a little bit. Or Chelada. And there's Bud Light Lime, but that's been out for a while. So, I mean, they got the hard seltzers, but I don't know. That's all I see. I don't see anything else on it. But I don't drink Budweiser anyway because it gives me a headache because it's rice beer. Mm. So Mark had to step away, but we are on no whistling right now. We have Sugar Kitty won the first one, Kathy Bates, and then Fulton. I am drinking beer tonight because I'm driving all day tomorrow. Going to a liquor store in Nashville, Tennessee, and then I'm going to stay at a hotel in Lebanon. And then I'm heading home the very next day. I got me a room with a refrigerator in it so I can stop and get some beer and I can kick back, turn the TV on, and just relax. But I have to pack, so no after parties and none of that junk. I'm going to pack my car up. I've been waiting on the sun to go down a little so I can pack it up, not overheat anything in there. And then I'll be ready to go. I did have one meeting in the morning with the senior vice president, and I didn't want to put him off any longer, so I'll meet with him at 7 o'clock Central and then hit the road after that. But lots of good stuff going on at work. Been a kind of a slow week, actually. Everything's all lined out, so got that going. I am planning on having a little over 20 bottles of bourbon when I get back from the trip, and they're all supposed to be pretty good. So, well, the one I did pick up a benchmark foolproof. But the one I'm more excited about is the 1792 foolproof. I've heard good things about it, and I like some of the 1792 stuff. But the regular small batch one, it's okay. But I have a single barrel that's really good. The sweet wheat's overrated, but and overpriced too. But yeah, I'm excited to try the foolproof and see what 1792 really tastes like because I've never had it before. Um, so I have that. I did get a Joseph Magnus, but not the cigar blend. Um, I got the other one. Um, and then I did not get an E.H. Taylor. They didn't have any on the shelf. I'm hoping to find one tomorrow. I'm also hoping to spot a stag tomorrow. I've heard that they have them there, so we'll see. But staying in Lebanon, Tennessee, I got a whole suite, queen bed, kitchenette, everything. Tax and all is $105 for one night. So guess it's off season or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was $88 or something. Could have sworn I heard they were going to pickle flavored. Huh. Pickle flavor. Let me look. I'll look for it. Pickle flavored. Well, I see. Oh my gosh, what is that? The only thing I'm seeing under that is Budweiser beer battered fried pickles. I do see pickle beer though, but that's not Budweiser. That is what the heck? Lord Hobo pickle beer. Huh. I don't know. I haven't heard of it. And I don't know if they come out with it. It's just going to be another flavor, I guess. But I don't like any of the Budweiser products myself. Something about the rice or something. I don't like the what's that? Shoot, Michelob Ultra. Whew, I drank enough that'll make me sick. And I don't have to drink near as much of it as I do other beer, and that gives me heartburn and everything else. All righty. Well, let's see here. 628. I'm going to go ahead and spin this one. We are on no whistling. So we're going to present this. We are right up on time. And maybe Mark will be back in here shortly. Good luck, everybody. No whistling. And the next one's real similar. Fulton again. That's Fulton's second time. If Fulton wins again, he will get the entries, but I will also spin again because we want to give more people chances to get on the board. All right, let me set this next one up. I'm a little tired today, if you can't tell. I'm just not my same old chipper self. All right, this one is no singing. Now, let's see what they say about no singing. Singing at the dinner table summons evil spirits. So this is common in Bohemia and North Carolina. Huh. So I live in North Carolina. Haven't heard that. Well, I haven't lived there very long. The origins of this belief are uncertain. although some speculate that someone may have wanted to silence a dinner mate with a less than melodious voice. So, no singing at the dinner table. Have you heard of that one?
No, never heard of that.
They say it summons evil spirits.
Dang, everything about evil spirits, huh?
Yeah, well, it's superstition.
Well,
So,
okay, yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I went ahead and spun that and got the next one going while you were away.
Yeah, sorry, I had a phone call. Had to deal with some contractor type stuff,
There you go.
but
Oof.
she's coming along.
All right.
That's
So,
all I can
when's
do.
your move-in date?
I'm hoping for first of next month.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I did shorten all these. This is really no singing at the dinner table, but I didn't want to type all that out.
Yeah, don't blame you. Hmm. Now that smells
Actually, the
good.
long title was "Singing at the Dinner Table Summons Evil Spirits." That wouldn't have fit. So,
No, not a chance. No way. No way that would fit. Oh, I wish I could
now,
find this around me. This is at Cooper's Craft.
oh yeah, now that's good.
Yeah, it's got a great nose to it.
I have the two Coopers I have are totally unrelated to each other. By the way,
Hmm. Really?
there's Cooper's Craft and Cooper's Legend,
Okay.
and one of them's associated with New York, uh, Cooperstown,
Okay.
but I forget which one. I think that one. I'm not. I can't remember right now.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is a
It's gonna.
and for it and it's not the foolproof or the 100 proof either, but it's still got a lot of notes to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That may be
And
a
decent
100
amount
proof.
of vanilla. I
Oh yeah,
can't pull it up. I'll just all I got's that little thing there, but
right. I
it's on
have.
the phone. I'm sure.
I think I had. I saved the document or something where I had made that for you.
You may be able to pull it up on. Did you send it to me as a text or messenger? I don't
Well,
remember
I
now.
know, regardless of how I sent it to you, I saved it as a document
Oh,
because I turned it into a PDF because I'm on a Mac, so I do it in pages, and then I have to save it as a PDF so everybody can read it,
okay.
even though you have an iPhone.
Yep.
I'm just in that habit of saving everything as a PDF before I send it.
Gotcha.
Oh man, we had pizza today. Woo. We had there's a place here in Paris, Arkansas called Pizza Barn,
Hmm.
and
Never heard of it.
6 years ago, we my parents were moving here to Paris, and we saw Pizza Barn, and there was a place in my hometown called Big Banjo's Pizza. Big Banjo,
Hmm.
and hands down the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Damn.
Just and I've never had pizza that good ever again. And it's just whatever recipe, and that guy supposedly had traveled all around and perfected pizza and came and opened the restaurant.
Okay.
And they had the best. I mean, anything you order was just fantastic. And they had a nice buffet there, and even on the buffet, they would put out really good pizza. But
Excellent.
this supposedly was supposed to rival that, but not it doesn't. But I mean, it's not that good. But it's better than any chain. But when we
Yeah.
got here 6 years ago, we went to Pizza Barn and said, "Yeah, we'll give it a shot." And went in and we ordered the pizza, and it took for freaking ever to come out, and it was burnt. It was too done,
Oh dang.
and it was dry, and we didn't like it, and we've never been back.
Yeah.
Well, they've had some since then at other people's parties or whatever. People would bring pizza and go, "Wow, man, this is really good pizza. Where'd you get it?" Oh, it's Pizza Barn. So we
Hmm.
decided today to give them another shot.
Yeah.
And I called and talked to them, and I was peppy. When I talk to them, like, hey, I'd like to try. Heard real good stuff, and I ordered a. Oh, excuse me. They have one called the Barnyard, and it's pretty much a supreme
Yep.
pizza. And then they have. I got that and the meat, the all meat pizza,
Hmm.
and it had two different types of sausage. It had pepperoni, had Canadian bacon or ham, and then it had bacon on it.
Perfect.
And so there was like five different meats on it and all that. So um, we went and got it, and I ordered two large pizzas, and they're big, but yeah, I told him, I said, well, I'm not going to pay for it till after I see the pizza, and I saw, and one of them was on the cooling rack. Because what they do is they take it out of the oven, they put it on the cooling rack for a few minutes so that when they cut it, it doesn't all melt back together.
There you go. Good idea.
And so they pulled that one over and was cutting it, and they put the other one on the cooling rack, and they looked good. So I was like, all right. So I'm ready to pay. And she said, that'll be $50. And I was like,
What?
hey.
Dang! Come on now, don't take that much money to make a pizza.
I was like,
I mean, heck,
shit.
you're talking some flour and water for the dough, basically, and then veggies, and that's not that expensive.
I
Well, then
know.
maybe your meat might be a little bit more, but not no $25 a pizza.
Woo.
Sheesh,
Yeah. And it was a smooth 50 too.
man! Did they add a gratuity in there or something, or what?
No, I mean it said tip, and I only gave him $5 on the tip on there because I was already
Sheesh,
spending 50.
no
But
joke.
man, that was expensive pizza.
Dang,
And
I
then
get
I
it.
get home and we opened the boxes up, and oh, it was delicious. Trust me.
Yeah.
But mom goes, "Wow, these are nice heavy pizza boxes. They're not all flimsy." And I said, "Well, they ought to be. I paid."
Yeah, I got a cool pizza place down here by me. It's called Conan's Pizza, and they make this one. This is what I normally get every time. It's a deep dish pizza. So it's like inch and a quarter, inch and a half thick pizza,
Hmm.
and it's beefy. It weighs probably I don't know 8 pounds or something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's a lot of pizza. And you can have one. You might be able to eat two slices of it.
yeah,
It's that much pizza. But it's around, I want to say about $35, something like that. You
yeah.
know,
But see,
but
you're getting a casserole, basically.
yeah, oh yeah, you can eat on that pizza for 2 days. So if you look at it that way, two people eating on the same pizza for 2 days,
Yep,
$15 a day, it's
yep.
not bad.
Yeah, it's not
You know,
bad. Well, we only had we didn't even have a whole pizza left between the three of us, but I ate more at this meal tonight than I've had in a long time at one sitting.
that's good. Hey, you got to eat decent occasionally.
Yes, sir. But
All
yeah,
right, Lori.
oh, here goes that air conditioner again. That air returns right down here, and
I did hear it just for a split second when it kicked
split
on.
second when it kicked on. Like I said, it's not really bothering the stream, but it's me hearing you,
Yep.
more than anything. But yeah, let's see. It's 6:38. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this thing. So let me do that.
Yep.
Oh, okay, here we
All right,
go.
Lori.
Good luck, everybody.
Well, that's terrible, Fulton, because of the allergies kicking in, huh?
Oh,
It'll be all
that's
right here in a little
Lori
while.
plus 10 right there. Now let that die down just so it doesn't mess me up. Draw again. Here we go. That one goes to Lori.
Yeah. See, Newfounder Ingalls family on there.
I see. William Hall. There we
William
go.
Hall. There you go. He was in here early.
Yes, he was.
Oh, that Cooper's Craft, it does drink
Now,
a little
now,
bit hot.
don't read into this next one. My abbreviation is. I got to put a hashtag there.
Oopsie.
And this is Mr. Great Shot's favorite one right here.
Oh, No shave
Don't
November.
trim. Okay. Now, the full title of this one is "Don't Trim Your Nails After Sundown."
Huh.
Now, this comes to us from Turkey and India.
Okay.
So, this is what they believe: superstition that cutting your nails after sunset will bring bad luck. In Japan, they warn that trimming your nails at night can cause premature death.
Dang.
But the Koreans go all out. They believe that discarded clippings will be eaten by rats who morph into monsters to terrorize you as you sleep.
Jeez. Okay.
So don't trim your nails after dark if you believe in any of that stuff.
All right. Hey there, Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah, I trim my nails whenever I feel them, and then I don't
Yep.
care if it's nighttime, daytime, whatever.
Yep. I think I typically will trim mine in like in the afternoon sometime.
Yeah, don't feed the mugwai. I don't know. I usually do it while I'm working because I'm working from home, and I have a
Yep.
little trash can. I keep nail clippers there at my desk, and
Yep.
it's usually in the day, but it's not because I'm superstitious, because it's handy.
Yep. Some stuff you just got to do when you get the chance to do it.
Well, see, like, and I do it like this right here. I'll pull my little trash can right there between my feet, and I'll be
Mm.
down here clipping my nails like this while I'm in a meeting or something.
Oh,
So,
got you. I used to have this one cool little nail clipper that had like a plastic sheath all the way up it, so that when you clipped your nails, it
mm,
stayed in that, and you could just like slide it apart and then empty all the nails out, the clippings. That
yeah,
worked out pretty good,
yeah.
versus normally, the when you clip a nail, you ping, pong, pong,
Jerry
that kind of.
J, how's it going? All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab a beer. We
All
are
right, then.
on don't hashtag don't trim right now.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, what are you sipping on tonight? Anything decent? Oh, there's Tater Dom coming in there. About time you showed up there, Tater Dom. Of course, it is early for you. What is it about
Well, that's what I hear all the time is why y'all
quarter to
starting so
six?
early? Because back home in North Carolina on the East Coast, I don't want to be on here till midnight. I got to work the
Yeah.
next day.
Yep. Well, I think Tater's out in California, I believe.
I would move this show to Fridays, but um,
Speaking of Tater Dom, I'm gonna get up here and as soon as I finish this one right here, I'm gonna jump up, grab me a little what do you call those beer glasses? The kind of globe-looking ones. Goblet.
yeah,
I'm,
something.
I'm gonna grab me. I'm gonna grab me one of those, and I'm gonna grab one of those Pliny the Elders before it
All
goes
right,
bad on me.
man. Those are good.
Yeah, it was pretty
Those are
good.
really good. Yeah.
I wish you could have tried this one that I got when I met Andy from 21090 at
Mhm.
over by Still Austin. Right next to Still Austin, there's a brewery right there called Lone Elm. I think it's Lone Elm. Yeah, Lone Elm. And they had a sour beer
Mm.
that I tried. It was
Groovy.
elderberry or passion fruit or something like that. Groovy was there, and he had one. That's all we drank was that one beer, and it was quite good. It's going to be a fantastic beer for down here in Austin in the summertime.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sour, and it's not too much high ABV or anything like that with it. So you could have three or four of them, and not be sideways. Like some of the like stouts and things
Yeah.
like that I like.
Well, Jimmy gave us that French toast bastard.
Yeah,
Man, that thing is good, but it's
is it?
like 11%. But we
Yeah.
split it three ways.
Okay.
My son was here, so Blake got to try it. Dad tried it, and I tried it. and then we just drank regular lightweight beer after that. But
I
it was
got you.
really good, man. You could taste, you can every part of French toast.
Wow,
You can taste it in that.
that's impressive.
Yeah, you could taste maple syrup, butter. It was a little. There was this eggy, bready note to it. It even tasted like it had some powdered
Dang,
sugar on top. I mean, it was really, really good.
dang, that's awesome. Oh, by the way, happy birthday again, Groovy. I call it birthday weeks. So,
Birthday weeks.
yep, get two
Well,
weeks according to my aunt. 1 week is to forget your last age, and then the next week is to remember your new age.
oh, so I'm still on my birthday week number two then.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay, all right. Well, I get to drive my ass off tomorrow on my second birthday week. I get to remember what my new age is tomorrow as I'm driving because that's when my legs will cramp up, my hips will start
Uh
hurting.
huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Of
Now
course,
I'm
Groovy.
not I'm not doing the 14 and a half hour though. I'm only doing six. I'm doing six it's probably gonna be about 7 hours tomorrow,
That's
and
not
then
bad.
yeah, then I'll do the other seven the next day.
There you go. That's not bad. I mean, it's a good way to break it up. I used to drive from from here to Kentucky where I lived, and it was 12 and a half, almost 13 hours, right in that range.
Yeah. So let me
And
let
then
me
rough.
yeah let me do this one more time. Right now, the don't trim I have um please do trim people, but the superstitions is don't trim your nails after dark after sundown. Don't trim your nails at night. It is a superstition comes to us from uh, a couple of places: Turkey and India, Japan and Korea. That's a superstition.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I did all of the drive out and back last time I came here, and then I knocked 3.5 hours off my drive this time because we stayed in Asheville, and then I left Asheville to drive all the way out here. But the reason I'm not doing the whole trip back is because I still have some bourbons to buy in Nashville, and I don't want to pull off the road and spend, you know, 30 minutes in a liquor store, get back on the interstate. Plus, I'm not leaving. Usually, when I do these drives, I leave at like 4 in the morning, and I'm
Mm,
leaving later in the day. I have a 7 o'clock meeting tomorrow with Keith, and then after that, I'll be on PTO. I mean, I'm on PTO tomorrow, but I'm meeting with Keith, so I knocked off a little early today to make up for it. So,
there you go. Yeah, usually when I'm planning long trips like that, I look ahead. It's okay. It's going to take me how many hours to get from where I at to the next big city, and then I'll
mhm.
go. Okay, I need to get through that city at a certain time period, and then I'll just adjust my leave time so that
Yeah,
I hit that city at like say 3 in the morning or something like that.
right. It's
And
not
that
as
way you can just go.
bad now that I know there's a lot of people still going into the office and stuff like that. But a lot of that traffic has died down. The morning drive traffic has settled down of
Mm,
people trying to just crush to get to work. And
yeah.
I was always one that just got to work early, and I tried to work off hours from the traffic,
Yep.
and I would just leave at 4:45 or whatever, and get to work at 5:30, and then I'd knock off about 3 o'clock and head out and
There you
stuff
go.
like that, and try to
Yep.
get through there.
That's what I
Yeah,
did at my.
Austin has nothing to do with work from home. That Austin sucks. The traffic
Yep.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's certain times of day there where well, 35, just avoid it like the plague. Don't
Oh
even worry
yeah.
about 35. That's like one of the worst roads in the U.S. to get on, especially around Austin. Lots of wrecks and
Oh,
everything else all the time.
all right. We are on don't trim right now. That is don't trim your fingernails after dark. We're doing the top 10 creepy superstitions according to the Hartford.com of all places. So
Hey,
We
Todd,
are
two ten
at
ninety.
time.
Cheers, brother.
If you miss this one, don't worry. The next one is coming right up. But I'm going to go ahead and share this screen, and we're going to see who wins. Here we go. Good
All
luck,
right.
everybody.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna
This
grab
one's
me a
worth,
glass real quick.
all right. And this one's worth 15. Slap shot.
All right. Brian won.
All right.
Or did
And
I
that
miss
was
it?
the
Nope.
first one worth 15.
What you doing? What you doing?
And I'll set the next one up here. Here we go.
I'll be right back. I'm walking into my garage real quick.
Now, this is a Japanese superstition, and I did know about this one when I lived over there. So,
Mm-hmm.
this one, the name they call it is Oya Yubi, and it directly translates to parental thumb. It's
Parental
called
thumb.
parental thumb. It's a
Okay.
translation of Oya Yubi. And what it is when they go to a funeral or they're in a cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
they put their thumbs, they tuck their thumbs into their fists, and they hold their thumbs the whole time they're in the cemetery because
Okay.
they believe if they don't, their parents will die.
Weird.
Yeah, so they're
Hmm.
protecting their parents as they're in the cemetery. I don't. It doesn't explain why, and nobody could tell me why. Because when I first heard them talking about it, I thought they were trying to keep an evil spirit from like holding their hand and
Uh-huh.
walking with them, so they would, But no, it was to protect their parents.
All right. Here you go, Todd and Groovy.
Pliny the Elder.
Thanks to Tater Dom.
That's some good stuff.
Groovy will recognize that glass too.
I'm drinking out of fancy stuff because I'm in Arkansas.
Look at you, all kind of uptown over there.
All kind. No, I took bourbon cream.
Mm.
Last time I was here, I took OCD5 and something else out to the bar, and we'd go out in the parking lot, get a little bit, and go back in. And
Mm.
people around here, they just like their beer. They can't take they like Fireball too.
Oh, gee,
But
yeah.
um, somebody will show up with a big bottle of Fireball, and he's like, "Here, you want to hit off this?" Oh, now we're leaving. He goes, "Oh, just if you're scared, say it." I said, "Man, I ain't scared." I said, "Fireball's like shrimp." I said, "Give me that thing." And I said, "There's always room for one more shrimp." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I get that from my wife occasionally. She likes it.
Hmm.
I've had some. It's okay, but not my
It
go-to, I would
tastes
say.
like cinnamon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Tastes just like cinnamon. Kind of like those little cinnamon red hots. My dad used to love those things.
Yeah. The full title of this was "Tuck Your Thumbs
Is
in
that
a
an IPA?
Cemetery." So I changed it to "Tuck Thumbs." Oh, the next one's very interesting. They're starting to. The last three have origin stories to them, and I believe the
Yeah.
last three. Yeah, everyone's going to be. You're going to be familiar with all the last three, the top three.
Okay. Oh yeah, you go Sugar Kitty. Those atomic fireballs. Those are good. I still like those. Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
it is a little hoppy for me. I'm not a big hop fan, but it works out pretty good down here right now because it's hot and humid. So the little bit of sour bitter is actually pretty good.
Yeah, what's that drink? I saw it's like an Irish car bomb or a Boilermaker or whatever, and you put um, but what they do is they put a shot glass and there's two different things in it. One's like a cherry or something like a grenadine or whatever, and like rum,
Mhm.
and they put it inside of a glass, like the shot glass. They hold the rocks glass upside down, put the shot glass in it, flip it over, and then the stuff stays in the shot glass, and then they pour around the shot glass,
Hmm.
and then you can see it in through the, and then you reach in
Yeah.
and pull the shot glass out, and it turns everything black on the inside, dark.
Weird.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere, but I can't remember the name of it or what all it's made out of. I just thought it
Yep.
was
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, that would be neat. I'd like to see that one. I'm not sure if I would want to try it, but I like to. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing it, and just to see what it looks like and give it a nose. And you're right, Groovy man. It's thick. I mean, thick.
Mm,
The humidity is horrible right now. We're
yep.
not used to this around here. I mean, this is more like your typical humidity in Kentucky and Tennessee, that kind of area, which I kind of like to a degree, because when it's this humid, you don't have to put no lotion on the skin. You just
Oh,
stay moist all the time.
wait. I think I remembered. Uh, I think it was a Darth Vader cocktail. Hang on.
Yeah, exactly, Groovy. It's a Houston humidity. Oof. Yeah, it's not going to be too long though, and it's going to be triple digits around here, and we won't go back for a few months. I mean, it's already. I think it got up to like mid 90 or something today. We're pretty close to there.
Well, I'm seeing.
Sugar Kitty said it was a brain hemorrhage, but I think that was like grenadine and um, like what the heck is that? Irish cream. Um, oh
That
shoot, what the
sounds
heck
that
is that
sounds a
Irish
little like
cream?
a B-52.
Yeah, it's, Bailey's Irish cream with a little grenadine thrown in there. It kind of looks like a
Uh,
brain.
yeah. Well, this one, I think it was called the Vader or something, or Darth Vader shot or drink or whatever. But
Mm.
I just googled the Darth Vader, and there's so many different recipes for that,
Yeah,
and a lot of them are just black, you know.
yeah,
But this what was one that the shot glass upside down, holding the darker liquid, looked
yeah.
like Darth Vader's helmet through the, and then when you
Ah, gotcha.
pick it up, it swirls all together, and then you drink it.
Ooh, it's just black drink like that just thinks my mind automatically goes black licorice, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
Don't want.
Jägermeister. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, huh? Yeah, Jägermeister and Red Bull. Oh no, no,
No, if I
no, keep
remember
it away.
correctly, on this one, it was dark rum and maybe a little
Okay.
grenadine in the dark rum.
Oh, okay.
And then
Huh.
it was upside down, and I forget what they put on the outside. Anyway, Port Aransas.
Yep. Poor day.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my best to get down there and meet up with y'all.
All righty. Oh, did Groovy get to see your bathroom?
Nope.
He did not. Oh man.
No, he made it to where we met Andy at uh St. Elmo,
Okay.
the brewery there, but he didn't get to stop by my place.
Oh, never mix alcohol with energy drinks. Yeah, I don't really.
Good advice.
I don't
Don't do
plan
it.
to. I never did like. I like Jägermeister as a shot, but I like licorice, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
want to
much
mix
care for
Red
it.
Bull with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to pressure the ticker. It's like, up or down. Take a pick. You know.
End of July. I think I can make it there end of July. I believe I'm going to Colorado probably in August because if I can go up to Colorado at 8,500 feet and it's at the most 80 degrees and then 50s and 60s at night compared to the triple digits here in Austin, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think I'll do that. Go up there, work for like 3 weeks or something like that, and then come back and sweat my butt off.
Hmm. Oh, I got to spin this thing because it's time. All right, let me do this. Tuck thumbs. Good luck, everybody. Here we go for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing. And we are going to land on Fulton again. Now that's plus 15 on Fulton.
Two, we spin again.
And we're going to spin again because that's his third one.
Me neither, Jerry J. Groovy doesn't like it either.
Tater Dom. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right. We got that one. Now I'm going to set the next one up, but I'm not going to spin it yet.
Okie dokie. Dang, Cindy, don't listen to Groovy there. Sheesh. I know. Right, Groovy. I mean, you haven't won in a while there. This dang wheel is slacking.
It's slacking. All right. This is the time of night where I have to focus on this start put me in time.
All right. Well, put me in. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Groovy's in too. Or kind of, sort of.
Groovy.
Groovy, are you sipping on a beer tonight? Or anything else? Let me know. Sugar Kitty's probably sipping on a scotch. Or water. I'm not sure. I'm always interested in what people are actually sipping on, you know, and where they're at. I know where Groovy is. He ain't far from me, so he's probably sipping on something cold. Tater's out in California somewheres.
Yep.
Sugar Kitty's on a Dr. Pepper. That's a good old Texas drink right there. A War Dew driver, Jimmy. Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Pepsi, McCormick's vodka, McCormick's whiskey. Jeez, that does sound rough.
Instant migraine. All right,
Yeah.
get them put me ins now.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, Groovy. Should have hollered for some help. I got some dollies and stuff. I'd help come in there and help you out. I'm getting my floors put in the new house here probably next week. They're already putting some tile down in the bathrooms and stuff, so that's coming along. Oh, Brian's drinking some water. Just mowed the grass. Yeah, definitely. Rehydration.
Mm-hmm.
Hydration is key, for sure. Oh, just in the loft area. Okay. Vodka and Thin Mints. Ooh. What kind of vodka there, Jerry? I had this this last weekend. I had my friends over. We had a birthday party for my best friend's wife, and my wife wanted to do some martinis. So they were having gin martinis. I had a vodka martini, but it was this one. Excuse me. It was a Russian potato vodka. I don't remember the name of it. I remember it's in a tall black bottle, like solid black. You can't see nothing through it. Really good. It's one of those vodkas that actually tastes like a vodka supposed to. You know, hardly any flavor whatsoever. And then my martini was filthy, not just a dirty martini. It was filthy. So I liked it, but I had one. That was enough for me.
He likes a splash of vodka in his olive juice.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty close. Well, the good thing about the vodka that I was using is it's basically no flavor whatsoever, no nose to it almost whatsoever. So anything you wanted to add to the vodka is what it's going to taste like. Kind of like, I remember years ago, my brother brought me back some soju from Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And I mixed some of that, you know, say like this glass here. I put that much soju and then this much cranberry juice, and it tasted like cranberry juice. I'm like, well, this is great. and it's a wine. It's not that stout, you know. And then after like three of those, I'm like, I'll be right back. I gotta get up and go pee. I stood up from the bar and went to go to the bathroom, and I went, and just hit the floor. And I'm like, oh, geez, that hit you like a ton of bricks in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I've wobbled a little bit. They had $5 Long Island iced teas.
Oh goodness, those will creep up on you in a heartbeat.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
And they were in the big tea glass too. You know.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you get the Long Island iced tea like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And boy, you feel fine when you're sitting there drinking it. It tastes just like tea.
Yep.
And yeah, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I had to little follow the line, and that line looked like that.
Yep. Yeah, Jimmy, that's the thing with that soju, man. There's really no regulations on it that I can understand. You know, it's there's no. It has to be about this proof, or it has to be made like such and such, or anything like that. There's really not much regulation on it. So you can get some that's really good, and you can get some that's just downright horrible. And he brought me what they called it. He called it a combat bottle, and it's about that big around, and about 2 foot tall. Great big combat bottle of soju, and it was good. I mean, it was. I compare it to like a vodka, but closer to a rice wine. Like a regular.
Sake.
Like sake, kind of. Yeah, it was like that. And I still like sake. Especially hot sake. But that's good. Sake's really good. Sake's I used to reserve that for Sundays. It was a sake Sunday.
All righty.
Cindy, what is awamori? I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of it.
Oh,
and
well,
I'm sure I butchered the name.
I'll put me in, but I am going to read these things.
Oh.
So here's what I have. If I don't call your name, I didn't get you, so put it in there. I've got Mr. Great Shot, Groovy, Cindy, Steamfire and Ice, Sugar Kitty, Slapshot, Jerry J, Tater Dom, Mayberry U, Newfoundlander Ingalls Family, Jimmy's Randy, Fulton, Lori, and William Hall. That's who I have. If I did not call your name, again, in any form or fashion, because I didn't, I write my little.
Ooh. Well, there you go, William. You're probably getting some good sake then. The one I find right here that I like the best is Black and Gold. That's the one I like. And it's really good warm. So Cindy was saying the awamori is the hot sake, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know sake, but that's about it. Oh, it's sake with a habu snake in it. Oh, well, I might pass on that one. I'm not much on snake. I mean, I've eaten snake before, and it's not bad. It's decent, but under the ladder.
Okay, so.
Oh, don't walk under a ladder.
Okay, so walking under a ladder draws misfortune. All right.
Okay.
And we've heard that walking under a ladder is bad luck. But this comes to us from the Egyptians.
Really?
Yep. They believed that triangles were sacred. And it was that if you walk through a triangle, it was like a gateway to the gods. And if you walk through a triangle, you were pissing the gods off and they were going to get you.
Okay, so a ladder leaning up against something is basically a right angle triangle.
Or yeah. It's either a freestanding ladder and you walk under it, or lean against the wall. It still makes a triangle.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see that from a safety point of view. To where if I've had ladders slip out, or slip down the wall, or something like that. So if you're actually walking underneath the ladder and somebody's on it, they can come down crashing on you. you
Yeah,
know.
or
So
either knock the paint can off on your head, and
yeah.
that makes for a whole bottle of shampoo to get that out. All right, I'm gonna grab another beer here.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
oh, it'll be flat. No, we're talking
We're,
water.
we're pretty dang close to it.
Yeah.
Ouzo. No, I'll pass on the ouzo too. Yeah, that's way too much licorice flavor for me. That's just ooh.
Ah,
And I seem to remember something about the actual real. Is it Italian ouzo? Um, there was some sort of drug or something in that. I don't remember what it is now. It's been too long. Yeah, OSHA approved.
now I will say this: if you're gonna write sake, it's got an I on the end, and the E on the end is raw salmon. So
Hey, I like raw salmon. I prefer it over cooked. My wife loves cooked salmon, but after eating it raw, it's
mm,
so much better. It's it's buttery. It's not fishy at
yeah,
all.
right, right.
It's
Yeah.
so good. So
I,
good.
I tell you, I like the hamachi. Um,
Oh, Greek. There you go. Thank you, Jerry.
and there's and toro is good too.
Yep.
The
Tuna.
fatty tuna.
Yep. Yeah, I like that too. Well, after eating sushi, different ones, even the squid and all this other kind of stuff, I kind of prefer my fish raw than I do it
Hmm.
cooked. I've never tried like say, bass or crappie or
I wouldn't.
catfish,
Yeah,
but I would think, like crappie or sunfish. I think that would probably be good raw.
probably, but you need to freeze it for for enough time to kill any parasites.
I've never heard of crappie having parasites, just
Well,
ocean fish.
yeah, that's true, but I wouldn't risk it. I don't want. I don't want worms.
Yeah, yeah, ain't no sense having worms or some sort of weird parasite floating around in there. Geez,
Yeah,
ain't nobody want that. I got enough going on without worried about parasites.
yeah.
Yes, Jerry, you're the only one that likes anise. That's what it is. One of the few, I should say.
I like star.
Hey, come on.
Yeah,
Wait,
freshwater
wait, wait,
sushi.
wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
don't know if I'd want to try that. Definitely not a catfish anyway.
No, not a catfish. No, it's man, that's a dirty mudfish, really. So, but look, William Hall hacking on my gas station sushi. I get sushi at HEB. You know.
Jerry likes anus. Uh,
Ooh, I just can't. That black licorice. It's just I don't know. It's like some people like cilantro, and then some
mhm.
people think cilantro tastes like armpit.
Or
You
soap.
know, or soap.
Mm.
It's a I don't know, maybe a biochemical thing or something. It's how everybody processes stuff differently.
We're all
So
wired different. Yeah.
yeah, to each his own. It's like same thing with the whiskey. And different that kind of stuff. Hey, if you like it, more power to you. I'm not gonna hack you on it. You drink whatever you like to drink, how you like to drink it, and I ain't got no problem with it. I don't have to drink it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Is a gene for the cilantro taste? Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I like a little cilantro, but if someone over like gets too much in something, it's definitely too much for me. But I mean, I'm not that picky about it. But there was one Thai restaurant that I ordered miso soup once,
Yeah.
and miso soup is supposed to have nori in it. This is the seaweed pieces,
And then
and they put
and green onion, right?
cilantro. They put cilantro in it.
Really?
I
Was it a
was like,
Thai place?
yeah, Thai fusion restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, they tend to use a lot of cilantro and stuff.
I was like, what are you doing? It's not that expensive to go get some seaweed and put in there.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I love cilantro myself. I mean, the stems and everything else. Like what my wife will make pico and things like that. But I love it.
Tastes like a fart. All right, we're gonna spin this thing here.
Yes, there you go, Jerry. It can be like
There's my
everybody.
alarm going off.
Not everybody likes cilantro for sure. So
Good
I
luck,
mean,
everybody.
I
Yeah,
think part of my thing was I was raised, my grandparents and stuff were like Lebanese and Syrian, and I was raised with a lot of
that
the
shot.
Mediterranean food. There we go, Brian. And there was like parsley and lemon juice in about every dish. So and olives, things like that. So it's in hummus. We were eating hummus way before it was as popular as it is now. Everybody eats hummus nowadays. It's so much better and easier to make it yourself, by the way. Get a little tahini, get you some chickpeas, blend it up yourself with a little bit of lemon juice and some olive oil in it. Primo.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Breaking mirrors. 7 years bad luck,
All
right?
right. This comes to us from the Romans.
Oh, really? That far?
Well, yeah. Let's see. Yep. So the old superstition of breaking a mirror brings 7 years bad luck comes to us,
Yeah.
originated with the Romans, who believed that our soul could be seen in a mirror. Okay,
Okay.
and that
Hmm.
they believed that damaging the mirror would damage the soul for 7 years,
Wow.
because another Roman origin is the belief that our soul renews every 7 years.
Hmm.
So if you break a mirror, you have 7 years before your soul renews. So you have 7 years of bad luck.
Okay. But I don't think that back in the day that the Romans actually had the technology to make, glass and then the film on the back to make a mirror. So anything that they would call a mirror, I would think, would be like a piece of like say a silver platter that they polished,
So, but
something along
and like
those
again, it
lines.
was damaged the mirror.
So you dented it or whatever. Now
Right.
deflection. Okay, okay. Well, then that would kind of make sense. I can see that.
But the Romans, they had to have some way to see themselves. I mean, because they,
Oh, I ain't peeling my chickpeas, sugar kitty, but I agree with the tabbouleh. Love me some tabbouleh. My grandmother showed me how to make that stuff, and I've made it for years. Which is really good on fish, by the way. Tabbouleh is a salad. It's a really, really finely chopped salad with burgero in it. What was it? What's burgero?
now from
It's wheat.
yeah, for me, I would get the chickpeas that didn't have the skin on them, the canned chickpeas,
Yes,
and
exactly.
pour them in there. Otherwise, yeah, you all you do is blanch them, and then you can put them in a bowl and shake them around, and then toss them around, and after they're blanched, the skin comes off.
Yeah, well, I get the like you said the canned chickpeas. It's already been they've been skinned basically already.
Hmm.
So you just pour off some of the oily water that's in the chickpeas and then throw that into a blender. Add in some tahini, which is sesame seed, ground up
Right.
sesame seeds, just like a
Oh yeah.
paste. Put a little bit of
Tahini.
that in there, a little bit of lemon juice, and a little bit of garlic,
Oh
pinch of
yeah.
salt and pepper. Blend that
Wait,
up.
you just screwed it up. You said a little bit of garlic. I like a lot.
Well,
I do the
hey, to each
roasted
his own.
garlic.
Yeah, I love garlic.
Yep.
I mean, garlic's a phenomenal food, and it's really good for you.
See, I take the
There you
ramekin
go.
and I take my garlic and I hit it with the knife, and get the peel
Hmm.
off of it, and I put it in the ramekin, and then I pour olive oil in there and set it in the oven,
There you
and
go.
let it soften in there, and
Yeah.
all that flavor comes out in that oil, and I just dump that over in there and just
Oh, there you go.
go to
Wonderful.
town,
Perfect.
man. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, burglar. 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 I can't pronounce it right now.
Bulgur.
It's yeah, bulgur. It's cracked wheat
Mm,
basically. It's already like pre-cooked, so it's dried when you get it to put it in the tabbouleh, and you soak it in water. It swells back up, and you mix that in with all the vegetables and a lot of parsley and lemon juice.
hmm
And
Gotta
just
have a
mix that
lemon
up.
juice in it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, gotta have a lot of lemon juice. I just made grape leaves last weekend.
Yep. And then when I also roast a little extra garlic, and I chop it
Mm-hmm.
up real, like dice it up,
Uh-huh.
and then at the end when I have my hummus in the bowl, I
Yep.
sprinkle some sesame seeds, the chopped up garlic, and pour a little extra oil on top.
Perfect. Heck
There.
yeah.
And then
Good eating right there.
if I had a stone wall that would get hot enough, I could make the pita bread like they do in the Mediterranean
Oh,
restaurants.
I'm really considering putting in a pizza oven at the new house, just so that I could do pizzas and make pita bread
Yep. Oh man,
because I love pita.
they had the angled wall in this one
Hmm.
restaurant in Fort Worth, and they would get the pitas all, and they would throw them, and they would just stick to the wall, and when they slide
Yep.
down, they're done.
When they puff up and they fall off, they're
Yep,
done.
they're
Perfect.
done.
That's
Yep.
heck yeah. That's the best time to eat them too. And
Yeah.
there was a garlic that I used to eat in Michigan for the fresh pita like that. It was what did they call the garlic? It's basically like garlic and olive oil blended together,
Mm,
and it's a little peppery because it's fresh garlic.
right.
Uh, it's not ghee because that's a butter. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now, but it was like a fresh garlic that was blended with olive oil, so it's like a white looking butter, but mainly garlic. Smear that
Right.
on that hot pita. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness. You
golly.
talk about tasty,
Man,
son.
I ate more pizza earlier than I've had in a long time. You're still making me hungry. All right, well, we're gonna spin this one because we got to be able to get that last one in.
Not an aioli.
Yeah,
That's
aioli is
what.
a mayonnaise base.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is like just basically
Oh,
straight up
that's
raw
Lori
garlic,
plus
salt.
15,
Yep, 15%.
and then we'll spin again right after this dies down.
Well, it's a kind of like a basic, like a garlic aioli, but
Yeah, garlic.
there was a certain name for it. It's like a garlic spread.
Jimmy.
Yeah, about time Jimmy won some. We're still waiting on Travis to win a few though.
I know it. All right, now let me set this. Now the last one's worth 20.
Oh, it's gonna be for Groovy. He's gonna win this one.
Well, it's super easy. I mean, even if you're on your phone, this one's super simple to get in there.
Oh, dang, William. Now
It
you made
is
me hungry.
hashtag 1-3.
13. Lucky number 13.
The number 13 is unlucky. At least 10% of the U.S. population fears Friday the 13th or the number 13 when it comes to dates for weddings, travel, and other occasions. In fact, some high rise buildings don't contain a 13th floor. Some theorists speculate that the fear of 13 stems from Judas Iscariot's arrival as a 13th guest at the Lord's Supper. Others pin the superstition to the ancient Norse god Loki, who arrived as the 13th guest at a dinner party, upsetting the other gods and introducing evil and turmoil into the world. However, the origin may go back even further to the preference in some ancient civilizations for the use of the perfect number 12 in calendars and measurements, casting a shadow over the less auspicious number 13.
Hmm.
So that's the most complicated one. Yeah, Tater Dot
Uh oh.
69.
Yeah. Close enough. Oh, I gotta plug the phone in here. It's about to die on me. Just said 20%. There we go. I'm good.
No, somebody was talking about numbers, and they were talking about 69, and then they said the 88, And I said, "What's the 88?" And they said, "That's when two women chest bump each other."
88 is when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
69 was when I was born.
Yeah. So I said, "What's the 88?" And they said, "Two women chest bumping."
That's cool. Yeah, I like a baker's dozen oysters on the half. Yeah, baby.
Hmm.
Give me that. Hook me up with that all day long.
Man, we had
Mm.
one. They had Blue Point oysters, and they would serve them. You could get a dozen, or you could get 18. And the 18, like the dozen, cost pretty good bit, but the 18 for six more, you only paid a few dollars more
Oh, give me that all day long.
all day long. Yeah,
Yeah, baby. I
it's
love
like
some raw oysters.
it's like when you go into a Mexican restaurant and you can get a cup of queso for
Hmm.
like $3.99, or you can get a bowl for $4.99. Give me the bowl.
Yeah,
I have like three of
dang
those
right.
little cups in there.
Heck yeah, give me the bowl and throw a little bacon and stuff on top of it,
Hmm.
or some
Oh man, I
chorizo.
love those Blue
Mix a
Points.
little chorizo in there.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, Jerry J said love oysters. I love them too.
Yeah, I
Tastes
had
like
some last week. Finally, I went to this one. Took my wife to this one restaurant here right here. It's called Deckhands, and I
mm,
got oysters on the half,
hmm.
and then I got it's kind of like a Rockefeller's oyster.
I saw
Uh,
those on Facebook. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They call them La Fontera oysters, and
Okay.
basically it's kind of like oysters on the half with bacon and um, some cheese and a little Parmesan cheese. But it's kind of a Thai place, so they have
Mm,
this one sauce that they make up. It's in a bottle about this big around and about this tall on the table, and you can
mm.
just slap some of that on it, and it's got
Whew.
some heat to it. But man, it's got a nice, limey. I'm not sure what they put in that stuff, and they won't tell you neither. But
Yeah.
that stuff is really good on those Rockefeller type oysters. Man, we had us a good time there. It was some good eating.
Yeah. When I do oysters on the half, especially those Blue Points, I take the lemon wedge and I'll put
Hmm.
a few drops all the way around. And
Yep,
then I like the horseradish on there with them.
yep. I do the
Fresh
same thing.
horseradish. Yeah.
Little fresh horseradish on each spot, and then just
Mm,
a little bit of ketchup on each one of those. Because you
yeah.
make like a, you make like
It,
a, what do you call
yeah.
it? Cocktail sauce.
Cocktail
You make
sauce.
like a
Yeah.
cocktail
Yeah.
sauce on each one of them, but you
Yeah.
make it yourself. And I like that, like you do, the extra horseradish on each one.
Hmm.
Yeah, baby. I can eat 2 or 3 dozen of those things.
Oh
Oh, they're
yeah.
so good.
Oh, that's an expensive night right there.
Yeah, it can be. You get them
Mm,
down here on the coast and stuff like that when they're in season. It's pretty cheap. I
that's
actually
good.
know there's a place that I used to work
Mm,
at down in Rockport, Texas, and next door to that place, that's what they did. They did oysters and fishing and all that kind of stuff. So they had all that kind of stuff fresh. And I
So
would go over there and just get, you know, like half a sack of oysters, and
it,
for shoot $40, something
it,
like that. Get
so Sugar Kitty said that and said their half dozen is 7 and a whole dozen is 15. Well, I would just order like 6 half dozens then. 7 to 7, 14. Get a dollar cheaper.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I don't want the dozen.
Yeah.
That's $1 more.
Oh, Jerry likes some just lemon and horseradish. There you go.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
I've done that
I mean,
too.
I love them. I love me some raw oysters, boy. It's
Well, and
it
what
was
I've
funny
done.
last weekend. My best friend was over and he's like, I just realized when you eat oysters on the half shelf, they're still alive. I'm like, yeah, but they're still good.
Oh, they kind of did, but yeah, sort of. I mean, they shuck them and they cut them loose, and yeah, whatever.
What?
It's not like
Yeah,
they're walking around, but
he
no.
likes
Let me
squid.
spin this thing. Let me spin this thing because we're gonna run out of time. I got to give this 20 away. Number 13. Oh, and we have 13 entries for the number 13. How weird is
Perfect.
that? All right. That's creepy. William Hall.
Wait, there we go. That's 2 for William, and he got the good one.
Yep, William Hall has won at 30 off the spins tonight. Cool.
Excellent.
All right, and that's it for the spins. No, I like. Also, I was going to say, put lemon juice around there, a little horseradish on there, and then some Louisiana hot sauce, just a dash on each one. That's also good. Yeah.
Yep, that's good too.
Groovy said it's bullshit. Hey, I have a premonition. If Groovy had been here from the start, I think Groovy would have won the first 2, but I don't know. I can't prove that.
Very possible. Very possible.
All right, guys. It is 7:30. I hope everybody had a good time tonight. But we're going to have to end this thing. So I know I was drinking beer, but I'll still say peace, love, and bourbon.